Good morning, fam. We had a final few minutes of puppy energy playtime before we started stream this morning. So now we are here. Wagner, I gave her a few switches for you, and now she is excitedly standing right here, wondering why they've suddenly stopped and why I'm talking at a computer. But hi, welcome to Brian's like, you see tails wagging. It's true. Anyways, welcome to this month's deconstruction stream. Um, I'm glad that you all are here. There's something wrong with the cord. I'm glad you all are here. I have a couple ideas for things that we're going to try to get done today. It involves lots of terraforming and waterscaping, so we'll see. We'll see how far we get. But I'm glad you are here. I'm Pastor Rebecca Great, and I am the mission developer for Momentous, which is and it's entering into its third year, so it's still a new thing as far as like the church is considered. Um, but we are just like a new experiment of what it means to be the church in some new ways and in some new spaces. And so we're trying out some streaming on Twitch while I play Animal Crossing. And so I'm going to deconstruct a lot of things on my island. And you all who are in chat, you're welcome to hang out and chat for the whole time. And you can ask questions, big questions, easy questions, little questions about Animal Crossing, about the church, about God, about whatever is kind of on your mind. And we'll just hang out this morning. So, yeah, let's get into the game. Those of you who were with us last time, you may remember that we spent quite a bit of time in that stream getting Goose. And so if you see kind of above, I go off screen, but right above here, that's Goose. Goose is already on the island and has already requested to leave. So we're all super excited about this friendship that we started last stream. So we'll see. We got to give gifts to everybody on the island. We'll see if we get a picture and we can maybe kick someone off like Goose or Faith. Maybe today is the day. He's fine. He's just indecisive. He has a lot of things. Indecisive might be one of them. Good morning, Isabel. We have shooting stars tonight. Maybe I'll play tonight and see Celeste. Cool. Thanks, Nook Boys. Still no blue roses. Neat. Love that for me. Alright, spin the wheel. See what gifts everyone is getting today. Pears it is. Come on, big bag of money. Right? Yeah, I haven't decided if it ever does land on the star icon what I have decided that means. I don't know. I don't know. Can you give them bells? Don't think I've ever... I don't know if you can give them bells. Maybe? You can give them a lot of weird stuff. Oh, good. No, 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 no. Why did you sit down? You smug koala. Hold on. I'm not standing for this. We're backing out and we're going back in. Hold on. She's not making me this mad this early in the stream. We're just going to do a reset. It's fine. It's fine. Save complete. See you later. Yep. See you in just a couple of minutes, game. We just want to give gifts to everybody. That's all we want to do. You can listen to KK after I give you a pair. That's all. Okay. You all may hear some crunching noises in the background. Maybe you don't. I can hear it through the headphones. Um, but Freya is right behind me chewing on a Benebone. So, hope you enjoy puppy ASMR if it comes through. Just let her love you, Faith. Listen, I. Alright, so we gotta run, and try to catch whoever's been auto, coded to just go to KK first thing. Alright, run. Bye, turtle. Run. Ah! Nope. Stop moving, chicken. Yes, we have 3 chickens on this island. So good news, you can give money, but you have to wrap it. So the wrapping does add to the pot. Yeah, wrapping I know does give... Like if giving gifts is 1 friendship point, wrapping it makes it like 2. Also, so when you have KK, like some of your villagers are just like hard coded to go see KK first thing. What we see on stream now is the line. It's like Knox, Benedict, and Eloise are all just waiting to get to KK. And they can just wait. Yes, I do have something to give you, Knox. I did try something a few weeks ago where I fully blocked the entrance to Town Hall just to see what they would do when KK was there. And they just like pace in front of where the entrance would be. And that's just what they do until KK's gone. It's wild. Thanks, Knox. Love this kitty litter box. That would be so helpful for the lack of cats in my house and on the island. No, Benedict, don't you do it. Don't you make me sad, chicken. You stay right there. You two stay right there. I have presents for you. Don't move. You say this as Faith is running the long way around the island. Well, the good news is villagers can't... They can go between the levels on the island if there's a ramp. If she would need to use a ladder, she can't. So if I block where we are standing right now, she's stuck on the 2nd level forever. Just saying. So I have her trapped. What did Eloise? Oh, she gave me a shirt. Okay. Okay, have fun going to watch KK. That's fine. Azalea! Great. More clothes. Also, since the last stream, we had one other villager turnover. We had Piper leave because Piper had already given me her picture, her photo. Oh, good. But now Poppy's here. And she is like the most adorable little squirrel. And we're gonna... And she's been here long enough that I can finally give her a gift. Great. Poppy, here's your first gift. It's a pear. And like her house is just an adorable little fall vibe, complete with a fire in the corner. And marshmallows. So like, ugh. Can I push him out of the house? No. Oh, no! I can't push him out of the house, but I can just walk right around him and leave. Great. Let's go back. Goose, I need to give you a present. This is for you. There you go. Great. More clothes. All right, bye, kids. Knox is not home. Okay. Derwin is. And Derwin's cooking. Buddy, it's 10:15. It's not lunch. More clothes. Okay. I haven't figured out if there's any rhyme or reason to what you gift the villagers on if they give you clothes versus a furniture piece. Doesn't really matter, I guess, but it's a lot of clothes when you give them fruit. Hi, Faith. Are you cranky this morning? Good morning. All right. If you just give me your picture, we could be done with this. Like, you don't have to be so sassy all the time. She did greet you with a scream. Here's a secret. Every time they ask me to make a catchphrase for them, I just make them scream because I don't want to think through a catchphrase. Just everybody's catchphrase starts out as ah, and then maybe it changes later, but it's usually just that. See? I know you could make some, but I'm playing, so I choose the easy route. Benedict's already out. Henry, you're so small, I almost missed you. I would love for you to give me a piece of furniture. All right, Froggo. So then Rory is the last one. That was so quick today. I feel like last time we had to like run around the island and the whole museum to try to find Azalea, and we still didn't. On stream, at least. I don't... Rory, can you also just give me your picture? That'd be great. More clothes. Great. Alright, villagers are all tended. Super. So let me chuck all of that in storage. I should put those away. And then I am going to grab this. And because I grabbed it, I can't use it, so now I have to run across the island. Nope, I'm going to place it right here. Right there in the middle. As I said, the chickens were on their way to KK. Or two of the 3 chickens are on their way to KK. Now, I'm going to pick up the other pipe. And the DIY thing. And the storage thing. And we're going to move this park. I'll come back for the flowers if we still need them. But I want the things. The fences stack. Yeah, the fences stack. Thank goodness. So there's room in my pockets. Oh gosh. Okay. I will deal with the flowers and the pathway in a little bit. Because what we're going to start with, I think, is working on building up the entrance for the museum. Yeah. Of course there's a fossil. That's great. There's another fossil. But we're just gonna drop that right there for now. Nope. Nope. This one. Okay, are you building big dinosaurs? Possibly. First thing I want to do for the museum is I am gonna scream. Alright. The first thing I want to do for the museum is lay down like the courtyard area so that I can put maybe the fountain there, but it may also just turn into that's where one of the big dinosaur or one of the big art statues things. Words are hard this morning. Where one of the statues goes. And I've looked up like some inspiration pics and stuff online. Um, but I'm not gonna like strictly copy one of those. But there are some pretty good, cute ideas. So we'll see. I'm just gonna like throw stuff down and see what it turns into. Are you also only putting up a ladder there so then no villagers can get caught staring at bugs all day? The ladder is there until the entrance courtyard area is done, and I see where potentially like an incline stairwell thing can go, and then that will go in. This is just like to make it easier as I run around the island, so I don't have to keep changing tools and getting ladders out and stuff. But I do need to go down here so that I can build up more cliffs. Because that is a teeny tiny little courtyard. Love it when the cliff doesn't connect. Yes, grunty puppy. Okay. Laid it down behind me with the biggest groan I have heard in a while. No. Freya, I have comments. Why is stream not about me? Correct. Because it's very hard to hold an 80-pound German Shepherd in my lap while also streaming. Probably the office chair would go down and or some of the technology. Probably. Stream should be about the baby. I don't want to deconstruct the dog, though. We like her, how she is. Get out of the hole. Just a Freya appreciation stream. Listen, the world's probably not ready for that chaos. What are you doing? So I think I'm just gonna build up this front area so it's just like that. That's how we build up. Yeah? Great. Love that. And then probably start placing some things because eventually we'll add some waterscaping into this. Well, I certainly didn't make that even. You go here. Even. Okay. And then it's just... And then it's just filling this in for now. You know, I cleaned out some inventory in my storage the other day. And I felt pretty great about doing it, and I realized I threw away or sold all of my fences. You know what most museum courtyards have? Fences. So, we'll be building lots of things today. Great. Hi, Freya. I heard you sat down with even more commentary again. Hey, what was that? I still wish for a guide whenever you're getting ready to place stuff or dig stuff up or water things. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Let me put the pipe there. And crafting thing there. And storage shed somewhere where I can actually access it. That'd be great. Okay. Nope, don't go in. Don't actually go in the museum. We're not doing that right now. Oops. Oh, come on. Some, no! Don't undo what I just did. No, that looks terrible. More better. Okay. So then... where is this waterfall coming out? Right by that rock in the balloon. Great. So we get to smash rocks today. Boop. It's a yellow balloon. Are you going to be bells? You are not going to be bells. Oh, that ladder's too far away. That's dumb. We do not want that Sure. Every single wrong button, but whatever. No. I wonder... everything... Nope, sort by alphabetical. Sort by alphabetical. So, a couple streams ago when we did all the Sanrio stuff, there was like a little Karokapi bridge that I thought I ordered. JK. I didn't. Never mind. That was going to be really cute to put in front of the, or around the museum, but not today. It's not. Is that not adorable? So we'll just place an order for that now, and we will have that sometime in the future. Great. So then... I should get out some rocks, wherever those live. And I think I have one. Thought I had one fossil stored. Nope, not that. One fossil stored. So if I can build... if I can build a stone stool, can I put anything on top of it? Stone stool. Place. There is no room to put anything here. Place. And then place. Aha. I'm very sorry, puppy dog. I'm using a word that is a command you know. You poor sweet girl who are very confused. I will try to choose a different word. If I put that stone stool there. It's one of your favorite pieces on your island, the ammonite. It's super duper neat. So I only have one right now, because I just need to find a second one. But I can go ahead and put, not the other word, I can put that there. So maybe a second one can go there. Freya, ears twitching, right? Oh my gosh. Your poor puppy dog. Poor sweet girl, I'm sorry. And then I want to see if I have any of those fancy light poles. Light poles that you can only get through Nook Mile ordering. It'd be helpful if I knew what they were called. Lamp posts, light posts. The app is not helpful. Lamp. Street lamp. Sometimes this game has the most obvious names for things, and my goodness, does my brain not think about the most obvious thing it's called. LMNOPQRS S Street. Too many things that begin with S in this game. Great. Street lamp with banners. And I think the... I don't have any customized kits. Dang it. Okay, so I need to go buy some customized kits. But you can do custom designs on these. Which means I get to figure out how to type in a custom design and use it. What could go wrong? There's a behind me. Yep. Correct. I would like to purchase some of your wares. Where are they? There they are. I will take several of your customized kits. I also say purchasing 5 at a time is not bulk. It's just purchasing 5 at a time. Okay. Bye, boys. So I wonder if I go to custom designs. I think I would like to access the custom designs portal. Saving the game, probably a good idea. Let's see what happens. By creator ID? Yes, by creator ID. Nope. 9, 4, 3, 6. I don't know how old this post was online, so let's see if it still works. There's so many. Aha. Do we want yellow flowers or blue flowers or white flowers or pink flowers or purple flowers? Yellow. Yellow. The Custom Designs app will now open. Please select a save slot. Oh, you know what? We never figured out. Anyways, yes, I would like to overwrite that blank design pattern. So I'm picking yellow now because I can only do one. I only have one light pole, and you can only have one design for both of the banners. Red flower, blue thorns. Chickens having the time of their life with KK. Oh. I should customize something. I should customize the street lamp with banners. Do a custom design. But if you put it on there, then it looks like there's little hanging baskets. And I think that's really super cute. Right? Super cute. I am done customizing. So now I'm going to consult the app to see if I want to commit to having green lamps or if I want to go to Harv's Island to customize them into a different color. Because the street lamps can apparently be like baby pink, kind of a darkish sky blue, black, white, this green color, or bronze. I think we're going to keep them green for now. Is that not adorable? Come on. That's so cute. Ah! Do you think they'll do the chicken dance to KK's music? I am confident they will not. But if I go listen to KK tonight and they're still there, they will stand up and do the, like, Animal Crossing. Flap their arms a little bit. Look at that. It's approximating a thing. Chickens, any dance. It's chicken dance. So does that mean if I had hamsters on my island, any dance they did would be the hamster dance? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I bet... Street... Nope. Street... Can I... Or not for sale. Of course not. I'm gonna go back down the pipe and go to town hall so I can order the next... Another street lamp with banners. So I can put that up tomorrow. Good. Come here. I'm sorry, Freya. I said the words "come here." She's just looking at me over through her eyebrows. This poor girl. Streams are so hard for the puppy dog. Street lamp, street lamp, street lamp with banners. Sure, I'll spend 2,400 miles for that. I would not like to make another selection yet. Bubba, where am I going? I put pipes down for a reason. No, I wasn't done with you. Nope. You go there. And I can still fit through, so that's nice. Bench goes there. Those aren't even. Right? Can't walk through? Can't. Okay. Again, my cries for a grid. Do I like that? Undecided. Oh my gosh, why can't you build? No. I'll do that. Build there. Thank you. Build there. Thank you. Ah. If I do that to this one, will it do the same thing? It will. Oh, I can't walk over though. Gosh. So I think I need to terraform that little square, which will make this a nightmare for a little bit. But a nightmare for a little bit was the alternate title for Animal Crossing. Oh man. But I need one more square and I can't put one more square. I can't walk in. Ah! Hello? Ah, the game is distracting me from my frustrations with a balloon. You can stay there. I'm mad now. Because I can't build that second level cliff over because Abel's is there. Well, we'll call that a problem for another day. How about that? That is a problem for future me. I had a hunch building up the museum would cause Abel's to need to be moved. I just didn't want to do it today. I made a stone stool and I'm gonna do it again. Can I customize? Cannot customize the stone stools. Okay. There's no room. Oh my god. What do you mean there's no room? It's the same spot. Thank you. Sort things by type. Do I have anything that's... Gosh, do I have anything that's not kitchen related? Good grief. Those will do for now. Put little planters on top. Sure. That'll do. So now I think... Okay. I think this stuff needs to be wider. But then I have to redo that. Hold on, you're gonna go back. Perplexing. It's exactly where I wanted you to go. What? What? I'm gonna be mad really soon, aren't I? Oh, cripes. You stay there. Because I think I would prefer how that looks with the fence right behind it. If it will let me. Alright. So we'll do it like that. Oh my goodness, not like that. Like this. Who hiss? So now I would like a shovel. And we are going to dig up some of the lily of the valley so we can put it outside the museum. And that's how we problem solve when the game won't let you do what you want to do. Or we'll borrow you for a minute. And we'll probably borrow you. And we'll borrow you. I bet you're not gonna let me put the flower beds there. Yep. You will let me put the lily of the valleys. Sort of. Plant. I'll take this hedge and I'll build a fence. And I just need to go get more lilies. Plant. Boop. I think I need 2 more for that. Plant and plant. Why? Literally why? That wasn't even the next closest spot. See, sometimes I think it's user error with where it places things, and then other times I think the game just messes with you. Like that. Yep. Now, if this hedge is there, you can't see anything. Eventually, once I have some more art stuff, art pieces, statues, those will probably go here. But so these are just little placeholders. I want to see how the flower beds look here. Hello. Oh, I forgot. They don't fully line up, and that drives me nuts. You can't like push them right beside each other. Oh, good grief. Yeah, not too tight. Okay. Never mind. It was a very cute little potential, but it's not gonna happen. I should put some things away. Street lamp, street lamp. Where are you? Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Why aren't you running? Thank you. Anything. Get on another level so I don't hear you screaming. So now I think this side at least could use a little outdoor cafe type of thing. Possibly. Oh my goodness. I think that means the ladder. Oh my gosh. This ladder's gonna have to go. We'll figure out that area once I move Abel's. But I don't know where to move Abel's. I had kept... Well, no. I don't know where to move Abel's. I got it confused with Nooks in my head for a second. I also wish that decorating your island was a lot closer to like it is in the DLC for Happy Home Paradise. So you just have access to the entire catalog and you just put whatever you want down whenever you want. Throw caution and ordering to the wind. You just have all the things. But that would make it too easy. Do I have any of the bistro tables? I have one. Well, we'll take that one, I guess. And, oh, no, that's entirely too close. Can I really not get around it to push it? Gosh. Why is this so difficult? Scooch. 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 Place you. And turn you all the way around. We'll move you out of the way. Because I want you over like 1/2 of a square. That's as close as they can get? How do you reach the table? How? That's ridiculous. That's so far away. No, I didn't. No, get up. Is it just me, or are they like ridiculously far apart? That's so far. Oh boy. Okay. There it is, I guess. So if they need to be that far apart, I guess I can maybe fit one more up there. We'll order another one of those for it to show up tomorrow. I wonder why I did that. I wonder where I was going. Let's see. What else I have in here that could work? Oh, those could be better for art than the stone tables. Stone stools. Hey, Ammonite. I'm gonna give you a better home. Oh my gosh. Place item. So, I know that ammonites are, like one of the fossils, and like fossils have, you can go 360 on the sides. I didn't ever turn it around before in Animal Crossing. Apparently on the back there's 3 of them. Right? I always just thought it was that, and then I assumed there was dirt on the back. So, okay. What? So, let me place another little turkey day stand and see. Yeah, I feel like that looks more better. I like the stone stools behind the hedges because they're a little shorter, and that's fine. Small ones. Yeah. Surprising. Oh my gosh, the grasshopper's right there. Okay. So now I think we get to embark upon the fun adventure of... Oh, I gotta eat fruit. Man, we gotta move that rock because it's right by where the waterfall is. Yeah, we gotta move the rock because if I ever want to hit it for resources again, I can't have water all the way around it. Let me put the stuff away I just gathered. And then get one piece of fruit. So I have fruit strength. Eat one. I should smack the rock for resources first, though. So we're going to use that one fruit strength to dig up this tree. And then we're going to smack the rock for resources, and then we will smash the rock. And it was a good thing that I smacked the rock for resources, because it was the bell rock. Ty Pennington's voice. Move that rock! Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to. That means tomorrow I get the fun adventure of trying to find where on the island it spawned. Okay, time to waterscape. That's gonna be a problem if I do it like that. Start in the middle. Hop. Why won't you let me dig? Why I no can dig? Okay, I can dig there. What? Why do I feel like I'm being gaslit by a video game right now? I don't understand what just happened. I don't. It's because it's Animal Crossing. You are. Yeah, I have heard that the older Animal Crossing games were just really mean to. I would like to connect you. Thank you. I've heard that the older Animal Crossing games were just like mean to you. And I have no interest in a game that's mean to me. Okay. So how? Nope, definitely not. Well, maybe. Let me go over here. That'll do. Nope. I would like you to exist so that I can get rid of this one. And then I can get rid of this one. And then I can figure out how to do anything. Jump. I would like a boat so I can go into the river. Okay, that might look like the beginnings of something. Oh, you know what's mean? Not releasing a game in 5 years and then deciding maybe it's time to release one since there's a new console. Uh-huh. Yeah, would I be excited for a new Animal Crossing game? Yes. Will I be torn between playing the new Animal Crossing game and New Horizons? Also, yes. Um, I also know this is my first time of like really being into playing one of the Animal Crossing games, and then Nintendo releases a new one. People who have been playing Animal Crossing since like, I mean, I know I played City Folk, but I wasn't as into City Folk as I have been in New Horizons. Um, yeah, the money to spend on a Switch 2 and the new game. Oh, for sure. For freaking sure. Um, listen, gaming is not an inexpensive hobby. Trust me, we know that. Um, would I be excited to play it? Yeah, sure, you betcha. Probably. But I'm also going to be real sad about having to divide my limited free time between the two games, the two games, um, the two systems, all of that stuff. I don't know. Why they didn't support this with more goodies and expansions and stuff is honestly pretty confusing. Yeah, I was hoping that when they announced the DLC was it a couple years ago? Um, that was just like the beginning of some of the expansions and stuff that we would be getting. And then they were just like, we'll do this. And you get one more update with a few more items and then we're done. Probably because they needed to be spending their internal resources on building up a new game. But doesn't mean I'm not sad about it. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, the cafe. The cafe. The cafe. So I ordered another bistro table that I think will go here. We will probably put a statue or something here. But I don't have one yet. So I think we are going to take oh my gosh, we're going to get stuck in what we've just built. I think we're going to take a trip through the pipe to the airport to go see what Red has at Harv's Island and see if he only has paintings or if he has a statue. Because otherwise I have to wait until he decides to show up on the island at some point. I want to go to Harv's Island. Time for takeoff. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to construct on Harv's Island. Sure, fine. What you got for me, Red? One painting? One painting and a real statue. Hooray! Sure, I'll buy that. Take my money. Alright, so we have that showing up tomorrow. Um, so I don't have to travel back here later today. We're going to visit Katrina. Yes, Katrina, tell me what is in store for me. Is it a good day or a bad day? I lie in my comfy bed and a dream drifts in. I'll take a nap whenever. That sounds great. My luck with health will improve. Don't know what that actually ends up meaning because I'll still get stung by bees and bitten by scorpions. Is it scorpion season? Yeah, scorpions, I think. What vexes me? I would like to know about my friendship with someone. You shall tell me about my friendship with Goose because he's already wanting to leave. What? Perhaps 20% of the faces I see are yours. Questions. Ah, I gather that you are known quite well by Goose. Since the beginnings of a stronger bond than that of acquaintance. Okay. Goose and I are working on it. Yes. Bless this acquaintanceship. That is all. That's all she's got for me today. Gosh. Okay. Bye, Katrina. I would like to go home. Rebecca's singing the song I sing at 9 a.m. every workday, the Wanna Go Home song. Surprised you don't sing that at 8:02. Um... ever remember which of which of the fences you can do as DIYs versus you have to buy them with your Nook miles. But apparently the rope fence you can just make. So we're just gonna make. I may or may not need more than 10. Build fence. Because if I am going to put a statue, nope. Oh, that is not even a little bit right. Get out. If I want to put a statue there, we can't have the people touching the statue. No, well, okay, that's very cute. But get up. We should put some things away. And we're gonna put this tree right there. For right now. Do I have in my storage any of the big evergreen ashes? I always think those are so dang pretty. They're just really big. Haha. Might be over one too far. This will give me... Wait. Butter, are you stuck? Okay. This still gives me running room. I can still put one table there. And this probably isn't so... Well... So in the way that it will eventually block a villager from me finding them. But if they're up there, they're going to be sitting down and I can't give them a present anyways. So... Again, I say, I wish it were like Happy Home Paradise where I can just see the whole stinking inventory. Oh, I can't put... Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on. Place item. Thank you. Thank you. Go back. Do you not have enough cliff space back there? I could fix that. Now, I know that that's one of the fake ones. But it can be a reasonable background for the statue. Nope. Nope. Wrong button. Keep playing. We're not done yet. Oh. Because I had to quit doing construction so I could go to Harv's Island. That's why the button wasn't working. That's why. I'm gonna make this cliff a little bit larger. That should let me push it back a couple of times. I'll take it. Build fence. Nope. Build the fence where I want it. So now I'm going to go on a fossil hunt so that Blathers can appraise them, and maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a second ammonite today. I don't think my luck's that good, but we can dream. So there's one. There's two. Yes, you dug up a fossil. Good job, me. We'll just hop back up here because this one's been hanging out the whole time. There's three. So then we need to find the fourth one. Yeah, fossil, 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 fossil. Bye, cicada. I could have sworn I already found one like near the beginning of the stream and I chucked it in storage, but I didn't see it when I scrolled through. Ah. My memory was wrong because it's here. Sorry, cicadas. What? We'll take the fifth fossil for the day. Doing better than you thought. It's true. There is more grunting commentary from Freya, laying on the floor, stretched out across the whole room. Blathers, I have prezzies. I would like you to assess fossils, not appraise. Assess fossils. The Nook boys tell me how much they're worth. What we got? We got a diplotail, a parasaur tail, brachiopelvis, a parasaur torso, and a diplochest. We got a lot of dinosaur bones. But we got some Nook miles for that, so we'll take it. I want to see Brewster while I'm here, too. It's kind of like seeing Katrina while we're already on Harv's Island. You just have to go see your friends. Yeah, I'll give you bells for coffee. I do really miss that I can't give Brewster my extra gyroids, because it used to make him so happy. Like, he's got a closet for them. I can see the closet for them. And Lord knows I get enough extra gyroids every single day. I'm like, here you go, buddy. I would love to share them, but instead I have to sell them to the Nook brothers. Because Brian's living room is full. Because Brian's living room is full. So no more room on the walls for gyroids. Okay. Chat, he agrees. He agrees. Insanity. Listen, we haven't visited Brian's house in a long time, and it's just requires a warning to turn the sound down on your... Yes, it does. There's outcry behind me. Alright, I think based off of what I have currently in inventory, this might be about it for right now, because I have a couple things that I ordered. So we could switch to decorating the campsite that we moved a couple streams ago. Or I can time travel to tomorrow to get those things in my mail, and we keep going with museum. Do we have a preference? Because I kind of want to not time travel, but if you all really want to, then we can. So I'm going to set up shop here while we think about it. DIY workbench. Storage shed. Finish that campsite. We need more chickens to move in. Yeah. This game has a lot of options for animals. Somehow the chickens have found us. Oh, I also just realized I forgot to change clothes for the month. Whoops. Hold on, it's been July the whole time. 2/3 of the way through the stream, I finally remember the bit. Like... Okay, campsite mode. Campsite mode, campsite mode. Decorate camp. Double eyes. Camp. What do we need at camp? Gosh. Okay, mushrooms are a thing at camp. A sofa, maybe a bench, maybe another bench, a swing, this. We're just grabbing stuff and see what works. What do we need at camp? Deodorant. What's not in Animal Crossing? Deodorant. Just saying. Probably a table. Not a sleeping bag because I come with a sleeping bag. We could do a rock climbing wall. We have lights, we got some speakers. Every camp clearly needs a theremin. I know I am grabbing entirely too many things. Ouch. But that's okay. Why do I have so many lawnmowers? I don't even mow the lawn in real life. Why do I have 3 in Animal Crossing? Okay. That's all the big pieces. So we're just gonna lay stuff down and see. No. We'll just see what we end up having room for. That whole area can receive decorations. Marvelous. I don't want that stool all the way back in the corner, but that's good to know. What? Campsite, you got some weird boundaries. No, get up. Well, alright. Where did the barrel go? Yes, but I want you back here somewhere. Yes, but I want you back here somewhere. Okay. You probably can't go any closer. And then can the leaf campfire fit there? It can. Probably don't want it back that far. want to put the little... Oh, there's nothing... Alright, so I do want to put you in the corner so that I can put the mushroom stool there. So I can put the mushroom stool there. Can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to put the mushroom stool there. And I guess it will be fine. Okay. What did I grab? I grabbed a couch. Ooh. Couch is a big couch. Oh. Okay. Another log bench. Too far. That's not going to stay there. Do not panic. Place the table there. Climbing walls. Climbing walls. Crap. Also forgot the climbing walls are so tall. Move that down. Can I push it? Okay, that'll do. Another climbing wall, which is a different color because of course it is. Hello. Do the things. Move. I can't put them... They don't connect? Ooh, yes. Keep finding myself doing the key controls for Happy Home Paradise when I'm designing islands. It doesn't work when you're not doing that. Okay. Oh, you can't actually swing. Aw, that makes me sad. You can't actually swing on the swing. Honestly, then why would you sit on a swing if you can't swing? what? You don't go any closer. No. Good morning. Welcome to chat. We are trying to figure out what we are doing to decorate the campsite. And we're finding out the campsite has such weird boundaries and won't let you place anything anywhere. Oh my gosh. Place. How big is this thing? Oh. Well, that would be a good reason why it wouldn't go there. Okay. Maybe that's the problem. Dirt path in front of the campsite. That will probably happen. I'm trying to figure out where the different furniture pieces I just kind of grabbed out of my storage could go before I put in the pathways. Because otherwise, I feel like I may have to end up doing it like 2 or 3 times. See, does that turn on? Ah, it does turn on. So then if I hop back up to the 3rd level, this is 2 blocks wide. So I can move a tree right here. So there's a tree in the background, and I can put a tree over here. But no trees right behind the tent. Okay. So let me go grab some of the extra trees. Let me go grab some fruit to eat so I can go grab the extra trees. And apparently just going to take fences with me. My good grief. Build fence. Okay. Shovel. Eat one. It's 12 p.m. and it's already 83 degrees. I feel that in my core. It is also toasty where we are. Yesterday with Momentous, we did one of our hikes, and we try to do them in the morning before it gets too terribly warm. When we got to the park at 9:30, 9:45-ish for the 10 o'clock hike, I got out of the car and I was like, oh my gosh, it's already so muggy and warm. And the hike was wonderful. It was just stinking hot. It's 10 o'clock and 76 degrees. I can tell you which one of those temperatures I would prefer. Yeah, the humidity sucks. Gosh, you're not kidding. Like, I know we need a variety of seasons for, like, nature to do what nature needs to do. And, like, conceptually, I appreciate that. I also just would prefer for it to be about 72 degrees and low humidity all the time. think I pressed the wrong button because I want to see if I have any plants in storage. Like any of the small-ish ones, the 1x1 ones that could maybe go behind the campsite. I don't want to look at those bugs. Behind the campsite to give a little bit of visual interest behind it to help it feel a skosh more balanced. The hour changed because the music changed. I don't know if I like any of those ones because these are all the baobabs and the decayed tree and stuff. I think those are all 3x3s. There was one day a few weeks ago we had a high of 101. That's too high. That's too warm. Three numbers and a temperature is too much. Pine tree is 2x3. See, the ledge is 2s all the way across. So if I want to be able, assuming I still want to be able to walk along that ledge, I need 1x1 stuff. I left work the other day. My car said it's 102. That's just dumb. Like, I know that there are places in the world that get to be like three numbers in the temperature is not an uncommon thing, but I don't want it. I rebuke it. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be satisfied with any of these, but we can at least try. Oh yeah, that I'm not gonna. I am not. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it one little bit. Okay. I wonder. So let's put those things away. Maybe not the clothesline. Put that away, put that away. That way. Get something out. I just saw it, and I'm never going to be able to find it in my inventory again because I can't remember what anything's called. There's a 1x1 square thing of like decorative grass. There it is. Decorative grass, also known as wheat. Am not a farmer. Would not survive in Arizona. Even still, New York, where you live, gets both extremes. Yeah, no kidding. New York gets real soupy and swampy. I've been there at a couple of different times of year, and gets real soupy and swampy. You enjoyed visiting New Mexico, you could never live there. No, there's a big meeting for our church happening in Phoenix, Arizona in July. And like people from all across the country are gathering in Phoenix in July. My hunch is it's partially there so that way like the regional office that's there can like share in like the joy of hosting and welcoming all these people. Phoenix in July is also probably a lot cheaper than other places are in July because it's so stinking hot. Why? No. Um, I um I agree. I purposely did not put my name in the hat to be anything involved with that. Although I did get to go to the big church event that happened last summer, and it's an event for high schoolers. I got to go be like one of the grown-ups, um, hanging out with the high schoolers and stuff last summer in New Orleans. So I did get to do one of the really warm weather, soupy, hot, sweaty events. So there's some other folks from our office that are going to the big meeting. Um, so I'm not going to Phoenix. But I'll be watching the live streams and stuff. The event is, I don't remember the dates off the top of my head. It's the last week of July that overlaps into a little bit of August. So, but I don't remember if it starts on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, and if it ends on Friday or Saturday or whatever. But I know that it's long enough that it crosses between the 2 months. That's what I remember. It's not on my calendar. So, I don't know. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, I got the wheat field out. Grief. Climb up the thing. Because I'm just wondering. No, that's not the wheat field. Did I not get it out? There it is. There's Why isn't there room to do anything? Place item. Thank you. So I'm wondering, excuse me, how I can just like put those behind it so there's something. And I can oh, you can walk on the campsite when there's no tent. That's cute to know. I'm wondering if I could just like stick some wheat fields up there for it to be something until I get a better idea. I don't know. There also probably doesn't have to be anything there. It just looks kind of weird to have it vacant. Wheat fields and country fences. Yeah, the country fences. You're Christian and Jewish. One a parent from each religion, but I don't identify with any specific denomination of either. Listen, I am confident that growing up with parents that are at least involved enough in either denomination to say that they identify with it. Because that can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different households. Probably led to some pretty lively conversations. 'Cause I have several friends that grew up in households that were, had parents that belonged to or were raised in different faiths, and most of them, I'm trying to think through, most of them, it seems like their parents or their guardians, grandparents, tried to explain and expose their kids to all of the faiths that they were raised in, to kind of give them the ability to explore and ask questions about, so that way they could figure out where their beliefs kind of lined up, knowing there are people they love that are part of each of those faiths. So I think it's a fascinating way to grow up. I grew up in a household that was all Christian all the time, a couple different flavors of Christian. Obviously I have some particular interest in it now since I am a Lutheran pastor, but I'm intrigued by folks that grew up just like with a whole different understanding and exposure to some different faiths. I think there's some really neat and open conversations that are more of a potential in those households. Okay, I guess I grabbed 2 white ones and not 2 darker ones. Fine. Oh my gosh, can I not keep these straight? Okay. Nope, I don't want to sit. I want you to get up. So, maybe if we put those benches there, because you can put things on benches, maybe that will open up some things and some ideas. It also might not. We could use some firewood. We could put a gnome. We could put one of these bug models, but I really would like to not have a bug model. Oh, I forgot about the Hello Kitty planter. That would be cute somewhere. Your mom is Catholic, and so is her entire family, but you're just generic Christian. Like I said, there's still quite a bit you can learn, because I know I grew up Lutheran, and I'm still ELCA Lutheran. And I'm not super well versed in like all the ins and the outs of all of the requirements and things that are part of the what is it, the not requirements, the obligations for the Roman Catholic faith, but it is fascinating to learn about. At least I think it's fascinating to learn about different faiths and figuring out how we're kind of all reading the same, at least for Christians, pretty well reading the same book, but coming to vastly different conclusions on some things. You can't turn the gnome around once it's on a thing unless you turn the whole thing around. Okay. Can I do it if I put it on the end? Just give me the controls that I have in the DLC so I can just turn that gnome around so he faces out. That's all I want. Oh my gosh. If I do this, I bet he's going to face to the side. Okay. So we're going to not sit down. We're going to pick up this bench. We're going to pick up this bench. And then we're going to place the bench We're going to place the bench. Oh my gosh. This game. Going to place the bench. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Give me the gnome. Great. We're going to pull this. Aha! That did not need to be nearly as difficult as it was. Oh my gosh. Log bench. Place this item. Would love to. My gnome friend, you can watch over the firewood. And then we can place the terrarium here. Great. So at least something behind where the tent will go when people show up at the campsite every so often. Oh my gosh, that was way more difficult. You went to LA this past Christmas, and on Christmas Eve, my family went to a mega church. Those are places you can go. And it was definitely an experience. I usually around like the big or Christian holidays, so around Easter, around Christmas, my TikTok feed as I'm scrolling through stuff is usually full of people taking video from when they've gone to some of the mega churches. Just videos of some of the what I view as just wild stuff that they find the money for to do when they know that there's lots and lots and lots of visitors. It's not uncommon for Christians to go to church around Christmas and around Easter, but not much during the rest of the year. So the mega churches know that there's lots and lots of visitors that are there because it's a big, holy, important day for Christians. And they just do like all of this really expensive and really gimmicky big production stuff. Now, if that is stuff you're into and it's super meaningful for you, like, okay, it's not my jam. So if I ever experience that in worship, I'm usually a little like, okay, we could, that wasn't for me. But oh boy, there are some absolutely wild things that happen. If I put that up here. See, but I want you to like go there. Oh, there's no room to put anything. Of course there's not. What about now? What? Great. And I can still walk through. So we're just gonna pick up that little mushroom stool. And we're gonna try to put that barrel back in the corner. We're gonna try to put the barrel back in the corner. Great. And we're gonna put the mushroom stool there. I did it! Hooray! Alright. What I would really like is for there to be somebody visiting at the campsite today so that I could see how it looks with the tent occupied and with the tent put up. However, I have to be patient and wait for someone else to show up. Maybe in a couple of days. Okay, so now do we want dirt or sand? Because I don't think I have Yeah, I don't have I have like some stonework custom codes, but I don't have flower path flower path custom codes. So I need to do a little bit of research for that. So we're gonna try to do the light dirt one. Will you let me put it under it that way? Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of sort of map out a path, and then we'll worry about making it look like it's on purpose. Kind of, sort of. Go on. Is that really as close as you can get to the bridge with paths? No, I thought you could go all the way. But you have to do it when you're not on the bridge. Okay. Whatever you say, Animal Crossing. Whatever you say. The one you went to, they had an enormous rock and roll style choir singing Christmas music. Accurate. Turned to my cousin and said, "What on earth?" Trust me, this is the least chaotic one I've seen in a while. You are ever curious about what can happen, and this doesn't happen in every single megachurch. But it happens at a lot of them. Because a lot of them have really big budgets. And they put those budgets to work during Christmas and Easter. It is a thing. But you ever want to see what can happen, just go on the TikTok and just search for it. You also have to be ready to see some things. Because around Easter it can get really graphically bloody at times. And around Christmas it can get really overproduced. And you will probably hear like the loudest version of Silent Night you've ever heard in your life. Let me put a path here. Thank you, game. What? I wonder why the game is coded in such a way that will not let me put a path here, but it will let me put a path here. I understand the campsite sign is right there, but that just makes it look goofy. Not that one. I want you to take this one. But I can't see... Yeah, I can't see the campsite from there. Okay. I can't go up anymore. Alright, well that looks like the beginnings of a campsite. I wonder if I have in the storage the loudest version of Silent Night you've ever heard in your life. Listen. It can be a lot. Put the Hello Kitty planter there. Put the Hello Kitty planter where? By the campsite? Maybe that's how I finally get a cat villager. I put the Hello Kitty planter by the campsite. I want... Nope, I'm in... Aha. That, and then... the Hello Kitty planter must be a small one. Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, forget it. Go to everything. Sort by alphabetical. Hit the wrong button and get out of storage entirely. Great. Get something out. I would like to search everything by alphabetical and scroll forever because I can't find anything in my inventory. And this is after I did a clean out. Hello Kitty planter. You exploring some of the new things I've built for you? You want to climb the rock wall, chicken? What could go wrong? So, because most rock walls have something to cushion your fall, we need cushions because we can pretend like you can actually use the rock wall. Zen cushion. I know they don't all match. That can be a problem for in a minute from now. Place. No, this way. Oh, Pete. Hello, Kitty Planter. Go here. Hello, Kitty Planter. Go here. Hello, Kitty Planter goes here. Will you not? I wish the next Animal Crossing actually has a search function in your inventory. The dream. I have the app on my phone that lets me search, like, have I ever encountered this? And it, like, I could order it, which is a helpful thing, but it doesn't tell me if it's in my storage or not. Things specifically built for chickens. That's future me's problem. Listen. Might be my unofficial life motto. That's a problem for future me. Oh, good. Now you're not even facing the right way. Fine. Fine. You won't go where I want you. I want you in this 1x1 square right here. Which right here. You're gonna be a turd. Game. I love how you're slowly losing your mind. Hey, you missed the part of the stream where we were like terraforming and waterscaping, because that is always the promise of an adventure. Always. Okay, so why are you doing? Going to borrow you and get out a customized kit. Welcome to the final third of the stream. Just chaos all the time. I want to get things out. And I don't know where they live. Where are the customization kits? Customization kits. I didn't have to buy them earlier in the stream at all because I had them hoarded away. Great. Great. What pattern options do we have? No. Custom. Do I have any of the custom ones that might be cute? No. Like, I know those are supposed to be windows and like shop shelves, but sometimes you put them on pillows. They're pretty cute. Yeah. Would you like Craft Easy Mac Blue Box pillows? Just rocks. Okay. Hi, Benedict. Been watching awful closely, baby. Mac and cheese pillows. Let me see how that looks. Okay, that's kind of cute. I'm not mad at that. Get my Nook miles. Spend bells to buy items. Fortunately, Nook is not selling anything I want today, so maybe. I would like to customize more some things, please. Ouch. We'll do that for one of them. Continue customizing. Custom. Boohis. Okay. Do that one. And then one more. The pile. It's a pile of Kraft mac and cheese. You want to customize and craft faster? Yeah. Did you just change clothes on the wild? Okay. Yeah, I've tried to do it, and I feel like sometimes I catch it fast enough that it actually makes a difference. And sometimes it doesn't, which stinks because I would love for crafting and customizing to go quicker. I would love, now that Harv's Island is part of things, and you can go visit Reese and Cyrus to go get whatever customizations of anything you want, I would love it if you could go visit them and say, hey, this item has 64 different options and I want all of them to be cataloged in my app. Great. I will pay you all of the bells it needs. Just let me say, make all variations, so I don't have to spend 35 minutes trying to get all of the variations. I also know I don't have to get all the variations, but I want them. Oh, there's no room to put anything here? Great. Why would there be? In this 1x1 square. Why would there be room for anything? Pile of Zen mac and cheese. They off by one? That looked... No, I can't. Oh, I can sit on the mac and cheese. Okay, cool. Cool. Bulk crafting. Oh my gosh, right? Or just like, hey, I will give you all of the bells. I want 8 of these things because I'm doing a big build. Let me just build 8 at a time. Click. Great, happy to give you however many 8 times the number of bells. It's fine. You could even give me a discount for making in bulk, but we don't have to go that far. Never mind, because I want to do this and take you out of the way. And I think the destination signpost is just going to go there. And we'll just have destination arrows right beside the rock climbing wall. Oh, I can't see the signpost. That'll do until there's a tent there. Oh, I could put storage shed. Fishing poles. Should get something out. Not those. The actual stands of them that you get from the fishing tourney. That was yesterday? I think yesterday. Yesterday was something. Yesterday, yeah, CJ was there. Yesterday was the fishing tourney. And I finally said, hey, I don't have to do this because I have all of the fishing tourney stuff. Finally. I've been playing this game for 5 years. Now, if I were a fishing pole stand, what would I actually be called and where would I live? I mean, here's the nautical stuff. You'd think we would be getting close. Is it a small thing? No, it's not a tabletop thing. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to go steal it from somewhere else on the island. Because that, to me, feels easier than trying to go through my entire inventory. Oh, I need to clean that up. That's where we started today. Okay, we can do that next. I want fishing rod. Where did they go? They were down here. Okay, so there's been a thief on my island, and it's entirely possible that the thief is the Rebecca of the past. But where are my fishing rods? Get something out. Search everything by alphabetical. Did I? There's no way I sold those. There is no way I sold those. Sometimes your worst enemy is the past version of yourself. Fishing rods don't exist anymore. Did you hear? We found new ways. Fine, give me a fishing net. I'll take that. Fishing rod stand. Did I really sell all those? All right. Well, fortunately enough, we have a catalog. I swear to you, if these are the things that I can only get from doing the fishing tourney, and I was just so happy that I didn't have to do fishing tourney because I had everything, Alright, so off stream later today, we're going to time travel back to yesterday's fishing tourney so I can go catch a bunch of fish to get points to roll the dice with what CJ's going to give me to see if I can get any of these again. Because I sold them all at some point. Oh my god. Alright, well, wherever you're joining us from, you can angrily shake your fist at past Rebecca, because she has done this to all of us. Oh my gosh. Why in the world would I have sold it? Like, they weren't there, right? I'm not just missing them. Unless, did I move them somewhere else? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Seashell. I used to be right here. What in the world? Well, if you still need to do the fishing tourney, and if you are not opposed to time traveling, I think those are locked to the time on your gaming system, not like the global time. So I think for the fishing tourneys and the bug offs and stuff, you can time travel to where your game system is set at the time when those are active, and then you can do them again, I think. But if you're opposed to time travel, don't compromise. Don't compromise on that necessarily. Just wait till the next one. For a while, I was really hard no on time traveling, mostly because it was when I had just started the game and I was super active in the stock market, trying to make my fortune through buying and selling turnips. And I know that if you time travel, it bungles that. Now I have enough bells. I don't care. I just time travel on a whim. So we're gonna clean all this stuff up. This is where earlier in the stream, this was a little cute little park. It had a fountain in the middle and a couple of benches and a bunch of the hedge stuff. And we moved a lot of that stuff up to be outside where we had moved the museum last time. But I haven't been back down here to clean up the chaos from when we filched things earlier. So let me go drop the pipe. And the DIY workbench. And the storage shed. So my pockets are empty. Let's do this. We're gonna store all those customized kits. Something away. Get my shovel and start digging up flowers. Yeah, the tourneys are all at the same time for everyone, which is good. So that means you can go back and visit them. Like earlier when we were talking about batching actions, I wish, like if you know you had to clean up a whole area, you could choose to say, I want to clean up everything that can be dug up in this 5x5 area. And you could do such a thing when you finally like earned the golden shovel or something, and that was one of the additional perks that you got from finally getting that DIY and having them. Ah! Balloon. Yeah! Can I explain more about Momentous? I would love to explain more about Momentous. It's what I do. So, so we're part of the ELCA, which is one of the Lutheran Christian denominations. And depending on who you're getting your information from, we're just the largest ELCA or largest Lutheran denomination in the United States, or we are the progressives, progressive Lutheran denomination in the United States. And we've existed since 1987, and since then we've been pretty active in starting new churches. And most of the time that looks like we're gonna buy land, we're gonna put a building on top of it, and once there's a building, then people will show up. And sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. So about 3 years ago, our regional office, part of the ELCA, said, hey, we want to try something new and different. Because there is a portion of the Metro Columbus, Ohio area that's just exploding with population growth. There's lots and lots of housing developments that are moving in, and lots of people are moving in, and there's not one of our congregations that's in that specific area. There's a few that are nearby, but none that are in that specific area. And so I was brought in as part of the conversation, and I said, great, this is in the still reopening from COVID phase. And I said, yeah, people don't just walk into church buildings anymore. They like look online to see what the church is doing, what worship is like, what ministries they are doing, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, it has to be a digital start first. So that's how Momentous came to be. We are a new congregation. There's some fancy words for it, but we're a new congregation, part of the ELCA, and we are intentionally a digital ministry. So that looks like we have a weekly podcast, and it looks like we're active on some social media platforms. It looks like streaming video games, right? So we can talk about church stuff. And we also do some in person kind of pop up events for fellowship and for praying together and for making blankets for kids and youth in the foster care system that do happen in person or they happen at the same time. Some of those things we're able to also do digitally. So folks that join us from places like New York, from Nebraska, from Colorado, from wherever, can still be a part of a lot of those things. So we don't have an actual building. There is no building that you can actually go to and say, like, I went physically to Momentous today. We do meet for the in-person gatherings, we do meet at places for those. So yesterday we did one of our ministries. It's called One Step at a Time, and it's a hike and pray. And so we met at a park around the Columbus metro area, and that's when we hiked when it was already pretty toasty in the morning, right? Because we're in July, so it's hot early in the morning. So we met at a park and we did that. When we gather to make blankets, we meet at a coffee place called Family Room that is in Westerville, Ohio, so kind of tucked in the northeastern corner of Metro Columbus. And we get together and we make blankets, and we provide all the stuff for no-sew blankets. But people can show up and knit, they can show up and crochet. But if you don't live in the area and you can't get here, you can make the blankets on your own, and we'll help connect you with branches of the same organization that are local, so you can still be a part of the thing that we're doing here but happening in your own community. So it's a whole wild thing of trying to experiment with what the church can look like, when for most people the model for church is, here's a building and I will go to the building to go to worship or to do some of these things. And so we're showing up in some different places like Twitch, and it's super, super duper exciting. If you scroll up in chat, if you're able to, our bot has been putting in different announcements about some different things where you can learn some more about it. The link that I think the link it most often puts in is the link to our link hub, because I found that's one of the easiest ways to let folks find where we are so they can get connected on the platforms where you are. So like if you are someone who uses Instagram, that will take, if you click on that link, it will take you to our Instagram page, rather than here is our official website. And then the links are easy to find on the website, but this is just an easier, cleaner stream. Like, yep, I am on these platforms. I listen to podcasts on these platforms. Boom, boom, boom. I am connected everywhere that I currently am. Great, we're done. That kind of thing. So if you want to click on it, that would be great. And you can kind of poke around on how we're showing up in the places that you are already also online. One of the really cool things about this ministry is we are a lot more flexible than what most traditional looking churches are. So that means we get to try to do things on some different schedules and to see what works. So right now, like when we started, we were strictly podcast every week and social media most days. And that shifted to where the podcast is a little more infrequent, but now we're showing up on Twitch, and we didn't start on Twitch. This was just kind of a thing that was like, well, let's try this, because there's not many churches that are on Twitch. And if they are, they're not necessarily playing video games and like being real and being goofy. So we're trying some things. So like, I love playing Animal Crossing. I love talking about Animal Crossing things, but also church things. So that's what we are trying. It looks like the bot put in the different things that you can type in to like learn some more about it. It put up a different prompt than I was waiting on. That's great. Totally great. Totally great. So I think it was pretty fortuitous that while I was rambling about Momentous, so thank you for asking about it, I found that we apparently had a sixth fossil on the island for the day. So 6 out of 4 seems like a kind of winning kind of day. And we got a dinosaur track. So I think that works outside the museum as a good accompaniment to our little ammonite friend over there. So this is what we got accomplished today on stream. We tore down the park beside the flower market area thing. We got the museum moved last time so that we could build in the front of the museum today, along with whatever this waterscaping thing became, and that chaos. And we got the campsite more built in. So when someone comes to visit the campsite, there's actually things here. Unlike when Poppy showed up at the campsite a couple days ago off stream, and it was just a tent tucked in. So I might tweak it a little bit if a villager comes to visit off stream once I can see what the tent actually looks like. But I am very proud of everything we got to get done. We also gave every single villager a gift today. No one hid on stream. We got to visit Hearts Island. We did so many things on stream today. And and my pockets are empty. Even better. Even better. New friends are now hanging out with KK. Alright. Let's see what's in my mail real quick. Nothing. A letter from Eloise and getting judged by Happy Home. Great. So tomorrow I get to open the game and see where that rock went, because we had to move a rock to make that waterfall. And we'll also see what I brainstorm for the next stream. Real quick, I'm gonna dig up these roses that refuse to spawn a blue rose. I swear to you, this is the hardest piece of the game, is getting a blue rose to spawn. You love the meet people where they're at versus the bring people to us approach. Listen, I absolutely love being a pastor. I absolutely love being a part of a community and leading worship and all that stuff that typically comes with being a pastor. I also know that when I am doing those things, my mind wanders, even when I'm leading it. And that sometimes I have to give myself quite the pep talk to want to show up to be at things. And so if it's hard for me, sometimes I cannot imagine how hard it might be for someone else who may have a harder time or may have experienced some pretty gnarly spiritual harm from a faith community or a faith leader. So if we can show up in ways that are like this, where it's like, hi, I'm just a real person and I would love to talk about this stuff, and if you just want to talk video games, great, let's talk video games. I think the more times that the church can do that and just be freaking real for once, the better off we'll be. And also, you don't have to get up and ready at the crack of dawn for us. You're not wrong. There's one congregation I absolutely love, like, going to visit with them. So Momentous doesn't meet every single Sunday, which frees me up to do, like, the regular typical pastor thing where I go in and fill in with worship and stuff, and preach and lead and all of those things. And there's one congregation I'd love going to fill in when our pastor is away, but they're like 2.5 hours away from where I live. And they have an early service at 8 o'clock. So that means when I go to see them, My alarm goes off at 4 a.m. on Sundays, and it's just very early, and we give thanks for caffeine that helps make everything safe to drive and everything. Um, so the early alarm clocks getting shifted to be at more reasonable times when more and more people are awake. I am also a fan of. I am also a fan of. Um, so I just heard the ding while I was talking and rambling a little bit. So that means we're at 1 o'clock, which means stream is going to be wrapping up. Before we go, I'm going to pull up the outro slide. I know Wagner has already done an excellent job at putting our commercial up for when our next deconstruction stream is. That will be on Sunday, August 17th at 10 a.m. right here on Twitch, same channel. So if you're here and you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe so you get the notification when we go live in a couple of weeks. But if you're joining us and you want to be a part of some of the in-person gatherings if you live in the Metro Columbus area, we have a couple opportunities coming up. We are making blankets on Sunday, July 27th, and those are the blankets that we make for youth and kids in the foster care system, and we'll be meeting at Family Room Coffee and Bake Shop in Westerville at 6:30 p.m. to do some no-sew blankets, or you can bring your own stuff and knit and crochet while we sit there and make blankets. We'll be doing that also on August 31st, and then our next two one step at a time hike and praise are also on August 9th and September 13th. So there's a lot of events. Like all of August is on there, some of July is on there, some of September is on there. So you can take a screenshot or a picture of wherever you're watching and make sure that those are on your radar for when you would like to think about joining us. Also on there is our link to our link hub. This is the same link that's been popping up in chat all throughout our stream. So this is one final reminder to click on it or type that in so you can check out and see everywhere that we are online so you can get connected wherever you are online. And that's how you'll get more announcements about our upcoming events, when our podcasts drop, and some other things to help all of us grow in our faith wherever we are and whenever we have those few free moments and we are scrolling on social media. How can we use those to maybe grow in our faith as well? I see that the bot put in a really good question. How do you start reading the Bible? There are lots of ways. Just pick it up and start reading. Don't start with Joshua. Don't start with that book. Don't start with Ezekiel. There are some reasons behind why I would say that. But if you haven't read it in a while, pick it up and start reading with the book of Psalms, or pick it up and start reading with one of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. And if you do that and you're able to join us for the next stream, let us know how it went. If you have more questions about how you can start reading the Bible, or like what translation should I get, or what should I do, on that link, on our link hub, there's also a link to send me an email. If you want to send an email with some questions, that would be great. If you don't do email and you are on social media, you can send us a DM on social media and I will answer your questions there too. Thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you for asking really good questions. Thank you for humoring, listening to all of the fussing around with trying to get things placed on the island and landscaping and terraforming and waterscaping and all of that. I will see you all on our next stream on August 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good rest of your Sunday, friends.